Sat Nam, everyone. It's Candace from Soulfire Social, bringing you a very special Kriya today called the Instinctual Self. So we're going to be tapping in to a lot of our root chakra, basic instincts, our connection to Mother Earth. The color is red. It is connected to Earth. In tuning into our basic instincts. I'll talk to you a little bit more about that as we work through the Kriya. But let's go ahead. Close the eyes, start palms down, and maybe even today, I'm actually going to pull back and do this from this position back here. I want you to be able to see me. So let's actually start with our fingertips down, even on the ground. I want us to really ground. And so the fingertips are touching. Sit bones, really feel them connect down. We're allowing that red root chakra to just like make sure everything's open. We're going to be consciously pulling on the Mula Bandha on our root lock a lot during this practice today as we kind of work on that lower triangle. But let's let everything be really open. We know if we are not open in our root, well, how does the energy flow up? So we have to make sure that we feel safe and secure enough to connect down to that energy in Mother Earth, to be able to pull it up and then to ignite the energy within. So with the eyes closed, gentle tilt in the neck, crown reaching up towards the heavens. Let's just bring our attention to begin with our breath. So in and out through the nose, visualizing white golden light on the inhale, starting to pour into the body. Releasing on the exhale like gray smoke, any stress, any strain, anything that you need to release. Each breath directing the prana a little bit more deeply down into the body, through the chest, through the solar plexus, that diaphragm, into the navel, and releasing stale energy. Notice, is one side of your nostril, one side of the nose more open than the other? We're going to be tuning into like the finite differences. So is the left more open? That's your feminine, your moon side. Maybe you haven't quite woken up for your day yet. Or maybe you're ready to rock and roll, and that right side, masculine, fire. Breathing in, noticing the difference. We're going to tune into that breathing again midway through and at the end, because I have a feeling by the end that right hand side is going to be exceptionally clear and open for you. 2 more deep breaths. Let's bring it all the way down into the belly. Inhale in. Punch the belly out, up through the diaphragm, up through the chest, pushing the shoulders back, expansive. Exhale, through the nose, release, chest drops, diaphragm flips, belly comes in. Own pace, breathing in and out all the way down into the belly. All the way up to the top. Let the ribs separate. Feel that prana, front of the chest and back of the chest. Your heart center is also on the back. Have to keep that open too. Release. And just coming back to a normal breath. Bring your attention down to your root again, to your connection. Just think on a level of 1 to 10, how safe and secure do you feel? Got a lot of collective fear affecting us these days. Personal fear. Got a lot of things which are kind of shaking our foundations. But how safe and secure do you feel? And let's try and tune into that kind of warmth life-giving power and energy from Mother Earth. And send a golden cord from your root down to Mother Earth and allow gravity to connect you down. Feel the pull through your fingers. The only thing that's not being pulled down is your crown. That's connected up to the heavens. But everything else being grounded and connected to the beauty of Mother Earth. And it's like a triangle of you on Mother Earth. Take that triangle where the pinnacle of it down goes to the center of Mother Earth. So like an inverted triangle, then you are a triangle. And let's just tune in to the flow of energy from Mother Earth on each inhale up into your body. Almost like you're flooding yourself with red golden energy. On the exhale, sending gratitude back down. Inhale, feeling that love of Mother Earth. Flowing up through your body, safe and secure, through the root. Exhale, release, gratitude, right on down. And from this beautiful position, let's begin our class. Tuning in, opening up our instinctual self. Hands come out in front. We start to rub the palms vigorously, creating some heat. We tune in with the Adi mantra, followed by the Mangala charm. It starts with Om Namo, Guru Dev Namo. I bow to the infinite wisdom. I bow to the Guru within. Bring your feet into prayer pose, thumbs connected at the sternum point, fingers pointing up and out. Check your posture, make sure those arms are parallel to the ground, but the shoulders are relaxed. Eye-focused third eye, yoga of awareness. Tune into your inner landscape. Let's go ahead, we're just gonna inhale and begin. Om Namo visualizing that golden cord, connecting up to all that beautiful wisdom, but also connecting to the wisdom and experience you carry within your own heart. You've also just surrounded yourself with a beautiful, protective light. As we release the breath, open up the palms, facing outwards, just taking a moment to connect with everyone on the call. Taking a deep inhale in, holding the breath at the top. Sending love and light out through the room, through the ethers, through the right hand, receiving, connecting with the left. It's a flow, a play of energy, giving and receiving love and light, love and gratitude through our hands with each other, and then up and down Mother Earth and up to the infinite. Release the breath, release the hands. Let's begin. All right, so our feet come together, and then I'm holding them in a Venus lock. So my left thumb is over my right. I'm like interlacing my hands to cup over the top of my toes. So my feet want to be really flat and together. And then I'm pushing my knees down as much as possible, okay? As much as comfortable that I can have a straight spine. And then I'm doing a spinal flex forward and back. So I try and keep my head pretty stable. So start off looking forward. So your eye gaze, like find a drishti almost like on the opposite wall, because you really want to not have it be like this. We want it to be like nipples forward, curve in the back. So if I'm like this, I'm really pushing. It's a heart opener. I'm opening my heart. I'm curving my spine in the back, activating all 26 vertebrae. And then you're going to feel that movement from the root up to the spine. I'm going to give us some music, and I'm going to invite you, great time, first minute and a half, I want you to just be thinking about your skeletal system. So close the eyes, feel your sit bones, then start with the base at the bottom, the 26 vertebrae, your base vertebrae through the pelvic bone and the sacrum, and start to count it up. Feel it, be conscious of all of the bones as you shift and move. And let's get this going. Bringing in a little Mary Isis on a Friday today.
Calling it in, calling.
You're exhaling back. The eye focus is on the third eye. So close those eyes. Internal landscape.
Changing, reaching deep within my soul to mend the fragments, gonna make me whole, gonna breathe, go within, feeling the power of my spirit, gonna fully embrace it and not fear it. I got so much love to give, so much life to live.
From the root up to the crown. Remove from the red of the root to the orange of the sacrum, the yellow at the navel, to the green in the heart chakra, the light blue at your throat, the indigo at your third eye, the purple of the crown, and notice even the auric field around you. Just breathe and shift and move your internal energy systems.
Take time to go inside, to open my heart, gonna open it wide, be willing to feel it all. Letting it flow and letting it go. I'm open to all that there is to know. No need for wings to fly. Get the angels by.
and navel goes back towards the spine. Really pull those knees up. We've just been shifting a ton of sexual energy through the lower triangle, connecting that root down. Now I want you to drive that energy up. Kundalini is in the second and third vertebrae. You're activating it, and you're working to use that energy to clear and cleanse emotional and physical blocks. Bring it all the way up to your crown. Release the breath. Push those knees down. Let go. If the root totally opened up through the hips, opening up at that root chakra, and then sitting in this posture, let's inhale. Hold the breath. Again, squeeze the Mula Bandha here. Feel that as you pull up the total lower triangle. Navel up. This time bring it to your third eye. Beautiful. Face stays relaxed. Tummy's in the soft palate. The squeeze is below. Slowly, like a waterfall, release your breath, release your lock, and as if you could see that Kundalini energy start to just come back down to its beautiful source, second and third vertebrae, that fire, that Shakti energy that you carry. Alright, let it go. We're going to come on our bellies. I'm going to give you two options for this next posture. It's going to depend really on the strength of your lower back. You can make changes as necessary. So, the suggested posture, I'm going up into a cobra, so feet are together, top of my feet are down. If I'm pushing up on my inhale, on this one, it's almost like the hands are out a little bit further so that you can really rise up. Keep those shoulders down like this, okay? So this would be my starting posture. Actually, that's just not even gonna work for me. Has to be a little closer. So this would be one that I'm inhaling, making my body straight line. Then I come back like this. It's not a big movement and it's really hard, I have to say. I find it this is one of the hardest things for me to teach and show you. So, because I want the posture to be correct. So if I'm inhaling up, actually I'm just pulling up because I want to open. This is my first posture. Then I inhale, then I exhale. That's right. Okay, so that's correct. Exhale, inhale, straight line, exhale. Am I in a straight line? Mm-hmm. Okay, so there, that's my open. Is that straight? Yep. Okay, so that's what you're looking for. Second option would be, I'm in a Sphinx. I'm here, I find this much easier. Inhale, flat. Exhale. Inhale, straight line. You find your way, we've got 3 minutes, so you can also vary between the options, okay? Be really careful, please, on your lower back. Don't overextend yourself. Tatiana, just so you know, like master classes, I give the full times always. You have to tune into your body and make sure, you know, when you need a break, just lay down. Visualize that you're continuing to do it and just kind of focusing on perfecting the posture in your mind. Then come back to it when you're ready. Okay.
Okay, so exhale, arch.
Exhale, arch, exactly. So it's actually kind of a start. If this is my starting point, it's on an exhale. And make sure my posture is really good here. Then I inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's just go ahead and begin. Okay. You got it. 3 minutes. That looks great, Anush. That looks great, Tatiana. I'd rather you go slow and take breaks than rush through any of this. If you are finding that it's difficult with your feet flat on the ground, another adjustment would be to work with the toes, just to say that'll give you a little more power. Such a strong posture. 10 more seconds, maybe one more. Let's all come just down, and then we're gonna have us push up into our cobra all together. I know that's not our inhale, but it's gonna be for the end. So inhale, push up into your cobra or your sphinx. Settle in, squeeze your mula bandha, gazing up and out through the third eye. Squeeze and hold. Direct that energy up, 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 and over. Release, come back into child's pose. Bring the buttocks back, back, back. Towards the heels, the legs can be open or they can be closed, whatever works for you. Arms can be forward or arms can be back. I just want you to release tension across the back of the spine. Let it go. Move your hips if you need to. I mean, that's a really, really challenging posture. I've always struggled with that in this Kriya. That's why I don't teach it that often, because I find it really hard. Probably means I need to do that every day, doesn't it? I guess so. As you're breathing and kind of taking that in, I want you to be breathing deeply into your belly, making sure that the prana is getting into your back heart space in your child's pose. I just want to read a little bit about this Kriya, and I'll read through the class a little bit more. It's quite fascinating. As human beings, we share certain instincts with animals, but we also have the ability to direct, shape, and give meaning to the expression of these instincts. Many of the strongest instincts find expression and representation through the lower triangle of chakras, the first, second, and third, that red, orange, and yellow. The physical correlation of this is your rectum, the sex organs, and the navel point. Dysfunctions of the body are reflected in the mind, and vice versa. Neurotic behavior, self-destructive attitudes can often appear as imbalances in the lower triangle. So just thinking about that, and we'll come back a little bit more detail on that. We're working on this very, very powerful grounding sexual energy all throughout this lower triangle. And as said, we carry a lot of fear, we can carry anger in the hips. So let's take a deep breath here in our child's pose. And then let's really release with a big sigh. Slowly start to come up as you're inhaling here. And we're going to come into a Kundalini crow. Now, this is like a Malasana squat for my vinyasa folks. I'm going to put this bolster, actually I'm going to use a pillow. I'm going to put this behind my heels because I struggle with the flat feet, but it does call for flat feet, okay? You've got that perfect. Okay, so my legs are meant to be a bit separate here. Then I'm interlacing my hands in a Venus lock right in front, perfect. Now it says to really try and focus on keeping your spine straight as much as you can. So being in this posture, we close our eyes and start a long, deep breath. And I want you to think about, all right, what's happening right here? I am fully open and trusting through this lower triangle. I'm breathing into my lower triangle. So try and get that breath all the way down. We're going to shift into a breath of fire, which is a strong exhale, Kapalabhati breath out the nose. And when we do that your navel is going to be pumping. So we're going to start to spread fire and energy and breath all through that lower triangle. Go ahead and just be breathing long and deep right now. All right. Perfect. I want to get in there. All right. Okay. Eye focus, third eye. But you're very conscious of your lower triangle. Switch to a breath of fire. Pump your navel and create energy throughout that red, orange, and yellow. Breath of fire. We got another minute and 20 seconds. right to the second and third vertebrae. It's like that Kundalini energy is like white lightning. Ignite it, send it up, break through blocks in that lower triangle, through the root, through the sacrum. Any issues you might have with creativity, this is also, we're bringing it up into our navel where we have this strong sense of will and confidence. Hold it, squeeze it, get the navel back towards the spine. Now without opening your eyes, release it. Put your hands down, sit down, and come onto your back. Try not to open your eyes so you can keep all of that energy within. One of the keys to Kundalini Yoga is getting to the point where you can just listen to my voice and just keep all of that beautiful flowing energy. So as you lay back, now be conscious of all of that energy in the lower triangle. Let it flow, consciously direct it to your feet. You might want to shake out your legs even. Let it flow up to your heart. Okay, now with the hands, the arms down by the buttocks, the palms facing down by the buttocks in case you need to tuck them under to support the lower back. Feet are together. We're going to inhale up, all the way up straight. Exhale down. I know we've been doing a lot of these lately, so it's like the final day of tons of leg lifts. But inhale up, exhale down, and really work again that divine kind of center of power through the navel. Strong breath, strong movement. You've got 3 minutes. Make it a meditation. Strengthening your abdomen, the navel, weight balancing, prana and apana. Sat Nam, mentally chanting truth is my name, keeping our focus. If you're newer, and this becomes too much, one have options. You can do opposite leg lifts or bend your knees, but also if you take a break, you visualize you continue, you regather your energy, you go. The key is your neutral mind. Stay neutral, stay focused. Sat Nam, truth is your name, find it. Another minute. Why not? breath. Everything relaxed, spine straight on the ground. Now together, let's inhale. Hold the breath, squeeze the Mula Bandha, navel back towards the spine, as if you could visualize that energy pushing up through the spine, along the floor, curving up through the cervical spine. Bring it right up to your third eye. Maybe you see a specific color, maybe not. But squeeze, hold, just be aware. Release slowly, legs, controlled, lock, breath. And as you let go, let the feet just kind of fall apart. Let all of that energy flow up and flow down. Breathing in and out of your belly. How about on the exhales? Let's do 3 and we sigh. It's a lot of work releasing anything you need to let go of. Let it go with the exhale, and then breathing in again. Filling up. Yeah. When you exhale, let it go. Feels good just to sigh sometimes. Let it all out. All right. We're now going to flip over onto your bellies again, and we're going to do a modified boat pose here. So my feet are back together like I was in my cobra. See my feet there. And I'm going to interlace my hands behind my back in a Venus lock, so left thumb over the right for women, right over the left for men. So if I start here with my forehead on the ground, you're going to think about the fact that I want you to tune into the fact that we're going to do this for 3 minutes, okay? You're going to do a breath of fire for the whole 3 minutes, unless you need to be doing a long, deep breath. Your choice, your call, but our posture is literally, we're going to be rising up, your feet stay on the ground, you're pushing the top of the feet down, I'm opening up my throat, I'm opening up my chest, and I'm breath of fire. This is going to be pumping strong on your navel against the ground, that breath coming in and out the nose. 3 minutes is an extremely long time to do this, let's just say that. So no judgment when you take a breath. When you need a break, you drop it down. Just don't lose, the key is don't lose your focus. You know, come back, keep your breathing in and out, and yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. A little more Mary Isis, are we listening? Let's do that. Head down, interlaced.
Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening to Mama Gaia? Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening to Pachamama? People of the earth, come one, come all. The time is now to come together, stay mountains and the stones. I'm listening to my body, deep inside my bones.
Are you listening to Mama Gaia? She's speaking through the earth, air, water, and fire. And she's tired from the damage she has acquired. I aspire to be the change in the world that is required, and raise the vibe higher so we can see in a clearer frequency with decency. Be kind to one another and repeat good deeds as we sow these seeds. Unity and community is how we succeed. So please take heed. Listen to Mother Nature as she takes the lead. We're connected to Earth and she's connected to us. One love vibration, skin to bone, ashes to dust. Listen to all of our heartbeats in unison. Then you start to remember where you are from. You are one, and we're one for all. Ancestors reaching out, we're gonna answer the call.
All creation is a song.
Inhale, hold. Squeeze your mula bandha. Perfect your posture. Bring that arms up high, bring your chest up high. Gaze through your third eye. Press the top of your feet into the ground and squeeze and hold. Let it go. Feel your heartbeat. Head to one side.
Are you listening?
Just
Are you
listen.
listening? Are you
Just listen
listening?
to you.
To Mama Gaia, are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? To Pachamama.
Take a deep inhale in. Squeeze your mula bandha again here. Hold the breath. Ignite. Let go of everything. Roll onto your back. 3 minutes, just a little mini Shavasana. Just let yourself, you don't have to open your eyes, don't open your eyes, just come over onto your back. Experience integration. What is your body telling you right now? What is the experience it's having on the back of all of this work through those lower chakras? And I'm going to finish reading this, just tuning into my voice for a moment. Those dysfunctions and imbalances from the lower triangle. One of the most direct ways to correct these imbalances between mind and body is to stimulate the nervous and glandular systems in order to alter the instinctual and learned patterns of the lower chakras. When we stimulate these systems, new energy balance can be attained, and then through self-analysis and meditation, we can affect a holistic change in behavior. So be conscious of what you're doing and just receive and analyze for a moment. Taking a deep inhale into that lower triangle, holding the breath at the top, and let's take an extra sip through rounded lips. Hold that at the top, and then release, big sigh. All right, now before we do the next posture, I want you to think about it. So we're lying on our backs, we've got all this awesome energy down below, we're trying to spread it. We're going to immediately shift it up to the upper triangle. Not through a frog, you'll be happy to know today. But we're going to just come into a shoulder stand. 3 minutes again. Breath of fire. If that's not an option, do then. You can do a waterfall, and you can do long deep breathing. But ideally, I'm coming up, I'm starting to elevate myself here very safely, holding on to my lower back. Check yourself out in your computer, get those legs straight. Have a look at your little personal mirror there. And then make sure your chin is just a little bit off of the chest. Let's do maybe 30 seconds of just long deep breathing before we shift into breath of fire. Get ourselves really comfortable in this posture. Eye focus, third eye. I'm going to get us some good music and allow yourself to get into a meditative state as you feel and allow this energy to just float up into your upper triangle. So cool. So definitely advanced here. If you only want to bring your legs back like this, or if you're in a waterfall, just pulling them towards the body. But if you're up, you're coming into a plow or dropping the feet down at the top of the feet. Release, and then I want you to release your hands back towards the buttocks and interlace them in a Venus lock. That's definitely your advanced posture, so please only go there if this is really comfortable for you. You do not want to be turning your head to look at the screen. So you could be in a plow, top of the feet on the ground, hands released past the buttocks, interlaced in a Venus lock. Otherwise, we're in a waterfall, just a general plow or perpendicular shoulder stand. Go ahead and if you're in your posture, kick off. Breath of fire, otherwise long deep breathing. It's only 2 minutes. God, everybody is doing so well here. Yes, yes. Oops, sorry. Just lost her music. I'll get it back. I'll get it back. You're doing great. Technology. Oh, yeah. You're in the full posture and you're breathing and pulling your navel. Think about everything that's happening in that lower triangle right now. All the different pressure points. And regardless, if you're not sure you've fallen into and breathing and moving, and just be aware of your body for this last minute. What's happening? And take a deep inhale into the body. Hold the breath. Squeeze your mula bandha. Perfect the posture. Hold wherever you are. When you release, make it very slow. Protect your lower back. Protect your neck. You're letting go of your lock. Letting go of the breath. Ooh, I want you to really feel that was 5 minutes you were inverted. So when you come down, keep those eyes closed, lay flat on your back, come into a corpse pose, palms facing up, and just see how you feel. Breathing in fresh prana, white golden light. Where does it go as you breathe it in here? Mixing it with all of that powerful energy in your own body. Oh yes. Filling up white golden light. Notice as you're laying here in your corpse pose, how's your breath? Which side of the nose are you breathing more powerfully out of? Maybe you want to even use your thumb to close off one nostril, breathe in and out of maybe the right. The next breath, breathe in and out of the left. Let's do that 1 or 2 times. So just be conscious. The Ida, the Pingala, the Shushmana is your central channel. We breathe in with the locks. We mix this prana. And that is how we ignite. The Kundalini can't be ignited without the breath. and the locks. It's the combination. So we have to be conscious of all that we're doing. Right and left. Left is moon, right is sun. Feminine and masculine, mixing in a beautiful interplay. And I want you to really gather your energy, because the next posture is like the king of Kundalini postures. If you do one, you do this, because it ignites energy throughout the entire body and it directs it from the base up and out the crown into your electromagnetic field. We use the mantra Sat Nam, truth is my name. So, lying on your back, curl up, bring the knees in, give yourself a hug. Bring your nose to your knees. Let's roll a little bit left, a little bit right. Couple of circles, and then I want you to start to roll up and down the spine. Just rock and roll a little bit, massaging the spine, shifting the energy. Now all of it, upper triangle, through the heart, lower triangle, and then allow yourself to come up, and if possible, we're coming up into, this is unique for Sat Kriya, a celibate pose. So I'm going to use this bolster here. Celibate pose in this Kriya, so my heels are in, my legs are out. Okay? So exactly. See if you can find your way with that. I'm going to do a little. Okay, look at all these adjustments. Used to be so easy. All right, I think that's good for me though. Okay, so our arms, when they come up, notice how close my arms are to my ears. I'm not trying to jack my shoulders up though. I keep my kind of shoulders low, but my arms come up. I'm interlacing my fingers in a Venus lock, left thumb over right, and then I'm allowing my Jupiter, my index finger, to be up, reaching up. So if I close my eyes, I'm in this posture. Just think about it. You're open up, down from the root. We're going to be Sat Nam. On Sat, my navel's coming in. Nam, my belly's released. Sat Nam. So I'm creating energy all through this area as I'm chanting, and we're directing it kind of to spiral up. At the end, we'll be pulling on that Mula Bandha. So this is it. This is like the king of the Kriyas. If you get tired, bring your hands maybe onto your head, bring them down to your heart, bring them down to your lap, but do not let go of this interlace and interconnection. We're going to do, I'm just going to tell you, we're doing it for 5 minutes. You know, find enough power, tap into each other's energy. You know, Tatiana, I'm so excited you're here. We've got your back, so, you know, just bring your arms up, do the best you can. And let's go ahead and get the timer for us.
We're saying it out loud.
We're saying it out loud, yes. Sorry. And just one thing, Sat Nam, be aware. When we chant it like this, it tends to get very fast. All of a sudden, everyone's like, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. You want it to stay, or it becomes Nam Sat. So when we say, I recommend saying Sat Nam. It also makes sure that your tongue hits the roof of the mouth, because we're trying to hit those 84 nadis on the roof of the mouth. So Sat Nam, Sat Nam. And the Nam's a real release. Make sure that none of that lock is in there. When you do say Sat, we're pulling on the navel. It's like a baby pull on the Mula Bandha, but not like a fully intentional one. So you are kind of closing the lock, but not completely. It's more of just an acknowledgement of a kind of flow through the root. All right, good question. All right, so we're ready? Anushka? All right, we're ready over there. Let's do this. Arms up, get your position. Mercury fingers, index fingers touching, Venus lock. Let's take a deep inhale in through the nose. Big sigh out. All right, let's begin. Sat Nam, 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 Sat Nam. 3 more. Sat Nam. Sata. Nam. Sata. Nam. Now, inhale through the nose. Hold, squeeze your mula bandha, and it says to visualize, in this case, the energy literally from that root all the way up through the energetic centers, through the skeletal system, up into the base of the skull, and then the energy is flowing through the brain. So all around the crown, the third eye, ignite the pineal gland, the pituitary, energy is just flowing into your skull. Keep your hand posture, your mudra. Release the lock in the breath. We do this 2 more times. All right, get ready. Let go. You're open in the root. Everything is flowing. Inhale. Squeeze. Bring it up. Up through the chakras. Clear them. Cleanse them. Up to the base of the skull and flow that energy into the skull, the brain. Ignite your third eye, that triangle between the pineal, the pituitary, and that brow point, gazing out through those portals, through closed eyes. Release, keep the hands up. This time, we're going to bring it through the skull and the third eye, but also out the crown and out into the auric field. Inhale. Squeeze. Flush the skull. Out the portals of the eyes, up to the crown, up through the fingers, through our mudra, out into our auric field. Open the hands. Back of the hands face each other. As we release, sweep the aura. Relax the breath, the lock, it's fully open. So as we float out the crown, release down and be open to that connection to Mother Earth. Fingertips touch. See if you can tap into the energy in your pulsing in your fingertips and your hands at this point. Grounding down with the fingers. Still reach your crown up towards the heavens. Engage your Jalandhara Bandha, that gentle tilt in the chin. And just give yourself 30 seconds to connect to that just channel of light, that central channel. As you breathe, deep inhale in the nose. Hold. One more sip through rounded lips. Big sigh. If you don't need to open your eyes, don't. Just come into your meditative posture. In your easy pose. Okay. So we're going to take all of that energy, and this is called Mercury protection meditation. And when we think about our hands, they're connected to the planets. When we do mudras, knowledge, wisdom, vitality. As I tell you that, in communication, I'll come back to you on my 5, of course. I double checked this morning, and of course I forget. But what we do with this, and this is really important, our mudra, we're opening up the channels for communication, working on our throat chakra, finding a lot of us, or dealing with blocks in our sacral chakra, but certainly in our throat chakra. And one of the best ways to clear that is by chanting Wa-He Gu-Roo. So calling on the transition now from darkness to light, but this mudra really helps. So I invite you to bring your hands into like a teepee, and connect all of your fingers. The thumb is pointing towards my heart. I'm at my heart chakra, and I've got my thumb. I'm a couple of inches out. Now remove the pinky and the ring finger. Okay, so they're out and not touching. So I've got this thumbs pointing towards my chest, my index finger and my middle finger are up touching, and then I've got my other two fingers open, the palms are facing. It's quite strong. So this is Wa-He, I just want to double check, sorry. So full time in that position. So this is our Wa-He Gu-Roo. By the way, also, when we chant it, it's monotone and it's Wa-He Gu-Roo. Wa-He Gu-Roo. There's no sing-song to it. It's monotone, Wa-He Gu-Roo. Now darkness to light. Okay, so if I've got this mudra, that's a Wa-He Gu-Roo. Then the next round, I bring my pinkies to touch, but I never let the ring finger, which is my communication finger, touch. And then so it's Wa-He Gu-Roo. Then I open it up. Wa-He Gu-Roo. Wa-He Gu-Roo. That makes sense? I'm just going to come up and just show you, just to make sure. So that's my Wa-He Gu-Roo. I don't touch. It's hard. Wa-He Gu-Roo. Wa-He Gu-Roo. Wa-He. Takes a lot of mental focus to not touch those fingers. I mean, if you do, obviously nothing bad is going to happen. It's not like 7 years of bad luck. But, you know, we're going to try and really focus on this. So take the energy from the work that we were doing. We're going to do this meditation. I'm not sure if we're going to do it for 5 or 7 minutes, but we're going to get involved in it. So let's get our fingers together. And I'll talk to you about this, but basically the key for this meditation is that Kundalini Yoga, it's the yoga of awareness. We're trying to increase our consciousness, our awareness. We're trying to connect up to a higher level of consciousness. And this practice is meant to really bring us in tune with ourselves, to raise our awareness of ourselves so that we can also communicate with more truth. It's really quite simple. So let's get ready. Get your posture. And sorry, bring your elbows down. That's the last part. Your elbows are down. Yeah, right? That's a little better. Your arms are probably tired anyway. Okay, so let me just check our eye focus. This is a new meditation for me too, so just make sure. I don't want to. Our eye focus is closed and at the tip of our nose. So when we do that, the portals, also the eyes, you'll be able to feel a little bit the energy through there. Okay, so eyes closed, eye focus on the tip of the nose. Let's start. Wa-He Gu-Roo. 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 Wa-He Gu-Roo, 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 Wa-He Gu-Roo. Now hold for one moment. And now we're going to open our eyes, looking down the tip of our nose and watching ourselves as we chant and finish completing this mudra and meditation. So gazing down the tip of your nose, the eyes are 1/10 open. Begin again like this. Wa-He Gu-Roo, 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 Gu-Roo. Two more. Wa-He Gu-Roo. Wa-He Gu-Roo. Inhale, bring your hands into just prayer pose. Hold the breath. Baby pull on your Mula Bandha, eye focus, third eye. Just release and breathe, but keep your hands at prayer at your heart center. As you tap into the vibrations you created, we're tapping into Mercury, the Lord of communication, the star of communication. It says you want to be a yogi. All of these mudras, all of these postures are meant to put you into infinite alertness, allowing us to come into rhythm with the flow of the sun and the magnetic rhythm of the earth. Control the Mercury influence within you. A deep inhale in, deep exhale out. We close each Kundalini session by singing the long time sunshine song, followed by 4 times Sat Nam, reiterating that truth is our name. Join in, take it all in. You can just receive whatever works for you this morning. We'll get there.
May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on.
We exhale through the chakras. Join me. Peace to all, light to all, truth to all, and love to all. I bow down, giving thanks to Mother Earth and Father Sky, blessing you and your prayers. And as we rise up, we greet one another with a Sat Nam sexy, Sat Nam Tatiana, Sat Nam Anushka. Let me just come on up for a moment. All right. Sat Nam.